Nurse, how are you? Oh, you're working? Okay, I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet because you're working. How are you today? I hope you're doing good. Put my phone on. Feel like I haven't been on forever. And I haven't, actually. Hold on. Oh, I got an alert that I'm live. So thank you for that, YouTube. Appreciate it. This damn Clancy, ain't truth be told. YouTube's got that damn glitch again. When somebody comments, you go to click it and it says can't be found. Hey, London girl. Hello, Dawn Marie. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday. Well, why it keeps doing that? I hate that when it was gone. Now it's back. Phantom of the Opera. Oh, that's funny. Hey, Tartan. Hey, Half Pint. How are you? Oh, truth be told, you a good helpful line, but I'll take it. Hey, Lavender Sunday. Lavender, are you excited about next Saturday night? Hey, Enlightened Rogue. Hey, Nancy. Freeside, how are you? Ava, how are you? Thank you for stopping and saying hello. Next Saturday will be our Saturday night murder mystery. Natalie Wood. You're sitting outside chewing some tobacco. Clay is hot. Hey, Brantley, my love. I am so into this. Let me show y'all this book. I should have got another book. Well, I don't know. This is the book, Lana Wood, who was her little sister. But I want y'all to look if I can pick it up. Hold on. Y'all see how many little tabs I put in there? I can see you, crazy nurse. I love you. Hey, sidebar. I know I haven't been. Hey, Shelby Lynn, how are you? I haven't been. Well, I've been in a minute. I didn't realize how long it had been. But these, I've got police reports from Natalie Wood. I've got coroner reports. I've got a lot of information that I've got to put on, like make sense of it and have it ready by Saturday. My daughter has her senior pictures on Wednesday. Don't make me. I can't believe that my last baby. And then my youngest daughter, my oldest daughter, and my 3 grandsons are going to the beach on the 22nd. So between getting the senior pictures ready and getting her ready to go and putting this together to go Saturday night, I'm going to have an exciting week. But that's okay. I kind of like walking walking ain't never walked back what he said. You went to brainstorm in your confused state of disorder. Her life was crazy. Lavender Sunday. I mean, she was, let me see, I have it in my notes. You know, hey, Hush. She was this child actress, started at 4, got her first big role at 6 on Miracle on 34th Street. I'll just go, because I know a lot of y'all don't care about this, but you should. But she did a movie. It was called The Green. I have it written down somewhere. Y'all know my notes. Y'all know my crazy ass notes. Anyway, she was a child. And she knew she was going to have to stand on a bridge. Hey, Fairy Dust. Hey, Bee's Knees. Hey, Tammy, I'm just me. She knew she was going to have to stand on a bridge in a darkened, studio. The bridge was supposed to collapse. She was supposed to be in water. And she broke her wrist. First try. First attempt. Broke her wrist. Now, she was a child. And her mother said, don't whine and complain. That child never got that wrist set. So Natalie Wood, if you look at some kind of, hey Kathy, pictures, she's got bracelets on one arm that she used to cover it, that it was naughty. And having blessed, oh yes, having a blessed day. It's hot, and around here, every single night for the last 3 nights, we have had nighttime thunderstorms. The first one dumped 5 inches overnight. It's done at 9 o'clock on 9 o'clock p.m. next Saturday, Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Paula, how are you? We've got 5 inches the first night. It's got to be at least 2 to 3 inches the second night. And then last night, I don't know how many. So y'all, if some of y'all have been with me enough to know that my basement would leak if there was a 1/4 inch of water. So we had all new drain, all new, we call them, we call them things. Shit, I ought to know I paid enough for them. Pipes and drains and whatever they are up there. We got new ones put on. What are they called? Gutters. And knock on wood, it did not. Our basement has not leaked since we've got the new gutters. Knock on wood. I couldn't believe. After my love. Thank you. I know I was going to say I paid enough fucking for them. I should have known what they are. But our house has not flooded since. So well worth the money. Well worth the money. We had deluges of water. Hey, Gray. Thank you, Gray. I appreciate it. I need to go take a shower. My shirt is too big and I don't have a bra on. If y'all need to know. I'm just telling you how it is. You watch the 48 Hours, the HBO, which her daughter did, and then you read Brainstorm. So I am at this point. I watched the 48 Hours. I watched it before, because I'm 55. So she died in 81. Barely remembered. I know her as a star. She made a lot of iconic films. She made a lot of iconic films in her career. So I knew what was happening. I can remember when she died. Maybe I can remember a rumbling as these things started to come through, like 10 years later, 20 years later, people would go to reopen it. So I watched the 48 Hours first. That's on YouTube. Y'all can watch it. And then I started doing my research. And then I watched it again. And I'm like, yeah, exactly, state of disorder. She had a incredible career to just be 43 when she died and made if she'd have just made Rebel Without a Cause and Miracle on 34th Street, 32nd Street, that'd have been iconic. But she did West Side Story. I mean, it was Splendor in the Grass is one of the best films. She wasn't, or was she? She was nominated for 3 Oscars in her short career, but long, if you count that she was only 6, 4 when she started. She was nominated for 3 Oscars. And then you go to Robert Wagner, who was discovered. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. Don't get me wrong. We all know that. He's a good-looking guy. I can't say that he's not. Beautiful, even. He was discovered while eating dinner in a Los Angeles restaurant with his parents. So they slowly built his career. And he made a couple of movies in the 50s, and then something just stopped. It just, for whatever reason, his career kind of stalled. So then he took to the theater, because he'd never really done that. And then he came back, and as y'all remember, he was mainly a television star after that. Emerald Girl, thank y'all so much. Lotus Flower, how you doing, baby? I'm sorry if I'm missing people. So I was trying to, if y'all know anything, supposedly he was such the big star that people were willing to not tell the truth in regards to Natalie Wood's death. And I'm trying to think, all right, so he's working on Heart to Heart. That started from 79 to 84. So he was in the middle of that. And I remember it was a popular show. And he had done a few other shows before that, TV shows. And then you have to remember that back then there was mainly only really still just 3 channels that dealt with television shows. Then you had cable coming, but it wasn't like now. Now I went and read the Emmy nominated stuff. Emmy. There's not but a handful of regular ABC, CBS, NBC actors or shows that are nominated. It's everything is Netflix or HBO or so. I mean, I'm trying to remember, how powerful he could have been. I'll delve into that this week while I'm trying to put all this together. Listen, I think me and you talked about this state of disorder. I found Heart to Heart, and it might have been on YouTube. I can't remember if it's YouTube or anywhere. And I was like, I was so excited because I really liked that show when I was a kid. And I binge watched it again. And then I remember he's a pig, basically. I watched their daughter did a show, a documentary on for HBO. And I just today found, hey, Missouri County girl, how are you doing? So I just today saw it, and hey, Carrie. Oh, Corey Feldman's birthday is today. Oh, should I send him a card? I'm surprised his #1 fan hasn't built up. Well, she probably has. Crazy Train, Artistic Aid. It was really wildly popular, and there's two. There are the 2 stars of Heart to Heart. Stephanie Powers, her longtime companion, William Holden, who was much older than her, died while she was making Heart to Heart. All right. Thomas Noguchi, Corner to the Stars, did his autopsy. And he released way too much information. Hey, Momo. And then you have a couple years later, Robert Wagner's wife dies. Who does the autopsy? Thomas Noguchi. And right after that, he got shit canned. Thomas Noguchi crazy. Thomas Noguchi did Janis Joplin, Robert Kennedy, Jim Belushi, Natalie Wood, Marilyn Monroe, a whole lot of them. And he was crazy, and I'll show y'all that when we go and do it. Because his autopsy of her should be criminal. And the way that the police handled Davers, which was the skipper of the boat, Wagner, and Walken, I don't know how they didn't face charges. I don't know how they didn't. I don't know how the cops didn't. It's so blatantly covered up. But anyway, that's beside the point. That's what's coming on Saturday night, 9 Eastern Standard Time. Open panel, please. You don't have to know everything to be on the panel. That's what I also want to lay on it. You don't have to know anything to be on the panel. Actually, if you just want to be there and ask questions that probably other people are thinking, that's great. But it's a chance for all of us to not do anything, not do anything mean. What do I think about Leslie Van Housen getting out of prison? That's a good question, Carrie. I think if you participate in the murder of 2 people, which she did, And let's see, is it 53 years she was in there? I studied the Natalie Wood case. So Life Rewinded, you're coming up. You're coming up already. You just cancel your plans for Saturday night because I too am obsessed. Like I said, when I found the police reports, I was like, no, 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 no. But anyway, so Leslie Van Houten, is 53 years enough of your life? You took the lives of two people on purpose, and in the most vulgar way possible. They suffered immensely. It's not like getting shot. They were stabbed to death. They ran. They were found outside in their yard. Does she deserve to get out? Well, California's been trying to let her out for years, so I don't want her next to me. State, that's a little party time. So, like what I didn't know that. Hey, MS, how are you? Three Step Church. If I didn't say hi, hello, baby. I become so obsessed with these cases when I do them. These people. That's why it kind of takes me so long, because y'all know my research. I will go back to the third day of their life when they neighbor's cousin's brother. I do so much research, and if I go down a honey hole, I'm in a honey hole. I call it, because some people call them rabbit holes. I get honey holes because I get stuck. I have a fascinating story about Christopher Walken. Oh, well, you're coming up. So, like I said, cancel your plans. Life Rewinded. You won't be doing anything next Saturday night except for coming over here. Yeah, I think any kind of there's a lot. So let's say, let's just talk. What are the odds of a coroner to the stars having two autopsies that made no damn sense, which would be Marilyn Monroe? Natalie Wood's made no sense at all. He had no idea what he was talking about. And nobody said, hey, Tracy, he got in trouble, actually. William Holden, who was Stephanie Powers, heart to heart, her significant other, he got into trouble for releasing too much information about him. And that, I don't know what you call it. It was like a code of conduct, that's misconduct that started with William Holden. And right after he did Natalie Wood's autopsy, he got demoted. So I just keep saying, what are the odds that you have two stars to one show? They both lose their significant other. The coroner F's both of the autopsies completely up, and is a little while later demoted. You couldn't write that in a damn script. But let's see. So what else? Van Helsing. Let me see. This is a quick checkup. Everybody doing good mentally? EFU too. I'm at the beginning of the stream. Hey, when you see this. Let me see. I misspell everything. Stephanie Harlow. Oh, you know what? Stephanie Harlow, stay out of my business. Every time I do one, her and that Derek LaSalle, they stay out of my business, Stephanie Harlow. Stay out of my business. Tired of singing your shit. So I don't watch stuff like that because I don't want to be influenced by her. I was watching this guy who actually used to be a detective, and he takes these cases, and I was just putting him on when I was getting ready to pop on. And he had hey Brenda, he had all kinds of information wrong in the first 5 minutes of his video, so I just turned it off. Because if I know that's not true, I'm not going to keep watching you. And I'm sure people think that when they watch my stuff. They just come in 5 minutes or I've never heard that, and leave. Yeah, Natalie's life story was crazy. And like I said, I read the sisters. All the sister really did was whine about her own life. How, Natalie was the star of this family. Well, yeah. Okay. I'll just give y'all one. Hey, Irish Steve-O. When Natalie's mother was a child, she lived in China. There'd been a mass exodus out of Russia, which her mother and father were Russian. She lived in China, and a woman told her fortune when the mother was still a child. And the mothers and the psychic said, your second child will be so beautiful, and she will be known around the world, but she must always fear dark water. So her mother had a daughter named Olga, which was, her Natalie's half sister. Natalie was kid number 2. Lana was kid number 3. And so her mother put that on her her whole life. Beware of dark water. Beware of dark water. Beware of dark water. So she was scared to death of any water, really. I am surprised she got in a Zodiac or a dinghy and went and ferried back and forth. We'll go through Catalina too. I'll show you Catalina. And, when boats moor there, you're like in a big parking lot. And you're ferreted back and forth to the mainland by either your own Zodiac or they have like a taxi that'll come and get you. Yes, state of disorder. Yes, Maria was crazy too. She was so crazy. Oh yes, MS. Oh yeah. Hey, Ghost. I love you, Ghost. Where's Peachy? I love Peachy too. So yeah, her mother. Yeah, a psychic told her mother that when she was a child, and look what happened. Look what happened. And it also makes, quite frankly, the thought that Natalie got into a dinghy on her own at night preposterous, because she wouldn't have done that ever. She would never have done that at night in the cold, in the rain, in the rough seas, in the wind. Would not have ever happened. But we'll talk about that on Saturday night. Now, there's Peachy Punch. How you doing, buddy? If my mods can run Ghosts and Peachy Punch's channels in here, I've got my I've got about 3 different communities that are in here right now that I adore, and I want everybody to know about the other one. And let me tell you, it's hard to get airtime. I've said this last week. When you have 3 different communities and there's always somebody live. I hate to step on somebody's toes. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. So that's why I was glad today I didn't see a lot going on. So we can cover. I'm going to go on and start covering the Househusbands of Kentucky, since we got our people in from over there. Shannon, do you think she was drunk? She was drunk as hell. She had a blood alcohol of 0.14. She was drunk, which is equal to 7 to 8 glasses of wine. Let me just say this: when they were at the restaurant, I might as well do it right now. Hey, once upon a time, how you doing, babe? When they were at the restaurant having dinner, and there was only one restaurant because they moved over to a more desolate part of Catalina. We'll go into that why. There was only one restaurant on that island. So they went over, and I guess the wine list wasn't up to snuff for Mr. Wagner. So the skipper, Daverns, and Walken got into the Zodiac, the dinghy, or the Valiant is what it was called. And they went to the Splendor, which was their yacht. They got some bottles of wine and brought the bottles of wine back to the restaurant and started drinking their own bottles of wine, which you can do. That's not. I know some people may not have ever heard of that, but all you do that, you give it to the bartender, and there's an uncorking fee. But people in the restaurant kept sending over bottles of champagne as well. So from 4 till about 10, they were hard ass drinking. So yeah, she was drunk. Like I said, blood alcohol 1.4. She was only 120 pounds, I think. So it was the equivalent of 7 to 8 glasses of wine. But I don't know if all the drinks had hit her quite yet. Do you know how it takes a minute? Oh well, y'all got to come back Saturday. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, y'all just got to come back Saturday. It's Earth, I love you, to Uranus and back. It's interesting. I think it's interesting. There's a lot of stuff people don't know. Yeah, I'll see y'all 9 o'clock on Saturday night. Y'all know how I am. I got my color-coded pins. Traders! There's Traders! If y'all could put her link in there too, Traders. This is my little love muffin. And my toots, my little toots. I call people toots all the time. I hope I don't offend people. There's a Nissa. Hello. So we're going to discuss the Househusbands of Kentucky. The Real Househusbands of Kentucky. As y'all know, I suspended production on the Real Househusbands of Kentucky when it just got gross. Fucking Rap was drinking antifreeze and I don't know what the hell has happened to Ernie. And then, Jimbo, whatever. But when all that calmed down, I started back watching again. Where do we start? Let me have a little sip of ice. A little. So while I suspended production during that time, in like a cool way, I think Ernie lost about 13 channels. It's hard to catch him anymore. The last one was a tribute to him. Tribute to Ernie Shell. Ernie Shell, that was your channel. You damn well know it. Lori might have given it to you, but that you were tributing yourself. Now, I'll tell you another thing, too, that we're going to discuss right now. Is I put out 2 polls yesterday, right? Let me look at I'll listen to my daughter, Berlin. Let's see. Here is poll number 1. This was the second poll, but we're just going to. Jimbo is full of shit. True or false? With 81 votes, 88% said true. I can't argue with that. My other poll, Ernie Shell is full of shit. 95 votes. True, 93%. False, 7%. Where are you people? Oh, I know. I like to figure. Hey, Whistle Down. How are you, love? Hey, Raylan. So I need to know, where are these people? And I will tell you why I know how things are going to roll and how this community started. It's like a new star. It's like a brand new star that spun off of Jimbo and Ernie, is what it is. So you got a lot of people from Facebook coming over. In my old community, and we have some people here from that community, the drama community, you either liked The Porch, I'm not even going to explain to you who they are, or Katie, Miss Fucking Wonderful. They were the 2 big channels, right? And if you got mad at The Porch, you went straight over to Katie because they hated each other. If you got mad at Katie, you showed right back up at The Porch. Hey, Squirrel Gang. And that's what happened. Back and forth, back and forth. And then you have these other little satellite channels that popped up, right? And You could go there, but I mean, you were sitting back watching the porch versus Katie. Katie versus the porch. Oh Lord, what's going to happen? Oh no, people. Oh, you work for Katie? You're gonna go down. You're gonna swat the damn porch and until there were more of those little satellite channels floating around, and then they just kind of died out because they had nothing to offer except for hating the other one. And when hating the other one didn't work, they would pick other people to hate. But it all revolved around hate. I mean, and that's just the truth. That's what happened. And sooner or later, people just, okay, you hate Katie. Okay, you hate Pam and Rick. All right, okay. And all these other satellite channels started to grow, and then you had a proper community. Really, you had a proper community. Now that's starting to happen over in the Jimbo. I hate to call it the Jimbo Ernie community, but you got a lot of satellite channels that are getting larger and larger and larger, right? And you have here's what's going to happen. So when Ernie goes to jail, and he will either be, stopped by the police. I don't want to be mean. I love you too. I don't want to be mean, but let's just say Ernie has some issues, I have issues. I'm bipolar. All right. I'll just say it right now. But, I think he's unmedicated bipolar. So he starts spinning around and kind of gets out of control. We've seen that a couple times. I'm not saying anything that y'all don't already know. The runs down the highway. We've had a few of them now. So when Ernie goes to jail, and he will, what is the stand going to do? What's going to be their content? Because their content is Ernie Shell. 100%, nothing else, but they can try game night. They can try going, after some of the littler, smaller little channels going around. They can do that because that's happening. Because I think Jimbo, and once Ernie goes to jail, you in trouble. Your channel's in trouble. Also, if you hate both of them, you don't have to go to either channel. You just don't. Hey, Cyanide Cupcake. We're just doing a little housekeeping. So I tried to watch the last video that Jimbo and what's his face put out. I have tried to listen to it 4 times. I tried to listen to it, and I do this in bed. I tried to listen to it the night that they did it, fell asleep. Then I tried to listen to it the morning after, right? Fell asleep. Then I tried the night before last. I fell asleep. And then I tried last night again, and I fell asleep. And that was let me see. Hey, Donna. If they don't break up before Ernie goes to jail, listen, it's going to be. It's harder, and y'all know, it is hard. Having content is hard. Now, you can have fun content, and fun content is going after Ernie or Jimbo. I mean, it's kind of fun. It's fun. Sorry. I don't like it when things go real life. I think that's unfortunate because I've just never gone real life with anybody. I don't care. I don't care to do it. I mean, I could have 100 times. I just didn't. It's hard to have content that people will come back for that's not drama related. Hey, Renee Marie. So that's why I try to do these mysteries. I think they're interesting. Other people think they're interesting. If we just laugh, I've done cooking. I've done games, trivia. I've done a lot of different things because I generally love being a YouTube creator. But dude, y'all gonna have to do something else. And they'll pick another, Jimbo and them will pick another villain. Or they'll just keep going after Ernie. I mean, I don't really know. I don't really know. I don't know what they're gonna do. There aren't there, Steve-O? There are many beautiful people. That's why I've got 3 different communities in here that I am a part of. And the fact that all of y'all are here makes me happy. Makes me very happy. So I can't really talk about what Jimbo and them have said the last week because, God darn it, I fell asleep through all of it. Now, they haven't been on in how many days? One day, Kemper was sick. And then he was okay the next day, and then he got sick again. But he was putting out content. Oh, thank you, Sheila D. I appreciate that. I wasn't fishing for a compliment, but I will take the compliment. And then so the last 2 nights, they have not gone. But Kemper has put like a vague little video out. I don't know what's going to happen there. I guess we'll find out. We won't find out tonight, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow. He tried to go real up. Oh, I'm sure he did, Ghost. I'm sure he did. And I'll tell you what happens when that. I'll tell you, Ghost, exactly how that happens in a community. People will want to push the envelope, right? If you have a regular community, y'all, and you, hey, Uncle Grandpa, how you doing, baby? And you just, oh, you're fat. Oh, and you're old. And you're ugly. And it would be little digs at each other that really left no open wounds. And, it was, you just drug them. You drug them for filth. And that's what my first community said. You drug them for filth. And then somebody took the step to another creator in our first community and sent them a pizza to their house. And that was, in our first community, the shot heard around the world because one creator was letting another creator know, I know where you live. And then we started. We started with shit being delivered, cops being called, court. Here's there, that, and other. And so believe me, as low as you plan on going, and I'm not talking to Ghost in particular, I mean everybody. As low as you're planning to go on somebody is willing to go 5 times lower than you. It's like a plague when it starts happening. It's a plague. Somebody mentioned Benny and them. So then you had, I don't really understand how Jim Bob I think Ernie got involved with Benny Keys when Ernie, pretending to be a bounty hunter, said he was going to find her and then just took money for it, just didn't do it. Yes, he signed that cupcake. It really is. Somebody's willing to go 5 times lower. CPS and whatnot, which is disgusting on so many levels. I'll tell you, Jimbo, or his wife, had threatened to call CPS on a woman, Sarah, that used to be, a mod over there and really in the hierarchy of the channel. She's got a special needs son. I won't tell too much of it, but I mean, she has. A lot of us couldn't do what she does every day. A lot of us couldn't do what she does every day. And they threatened to call CPS on her. That's disgusting. When your idea of taking care of your children is making them cook at 12 at night for your fucking husband and putting $500 shoes on their feet when you ain't got a place to live, that's your idea of taking care of your child. And this woman's got to lift, pull, watch. And that woman talking about her, I say her situation, but her life, it's her life and how she has to take care of her son. And that's when I say have, it's a lot of special needs going on. Lifting. She's little. She's got to lift him. She's got to do this. But she said, and I think I'll loosely quote it. She was talking about it, and I'm thinking, I don't know how I could do that. I don't, oh my God, you know. And she said, but, you know, there's a lot of people that have it worse. And I'm like, and I even put, it was Traders Chat. I said, let that sink in for a minute. But, you know, there's people that have it worse. Jimbo and Thelma threatened me with CPS with my son. Gypsy, I know that. See, that's what I'm saying. They keep threatening people with CPS on children. Why is anybody going over there? Why is anybody going over there? I'll never understand it. Now, I'll give you this. Ernie, dumb as a rock. Dumb as a bag of hair. And he does dox. He doxed Jimbo. He made a whole map. I saw it. I remember it. And he's threatened a lot of things. I mean, I don't, let me just stop because there's not a good person. Nobody here is the best guy. Nobody here is the best one. Hold on. They're equal. And I guess the only one that hasn't really threatened anything like that would be Rap. And if he might have, and I just missed it. I don't know. I like in Super Soldier. Yes, he is. I thought that Nicolina did that for her first. See, this is, again, I don't know. I am relatively new to the entire community with Anissa, Punchy, Peaches. I'm relatively new. You know, I'm going out and I'm listening to everybody like they're new. I'm seeing people in chat. I'm watching them. I'm a lurker from hell. Like, I have been in every single thing that Ghost has done. I've been in the chat. About 3 or 4 times I said hello. The other times I just sat back. Hey, Susan Georgia Peach, how you doing, baby? I just sat back. I've been in Peach's stuff. I just sat back. I've been in Traders. I just sat back. I just watch. I'm not going to open my mouth and make a fool of myself and not know what I'm talking about. So I'm a lurker from hell. If you don't think I'm there, I'm there. I'm not being mean or anything. I'm just saying I lurk. And I watch what people say and I watch what people do. I'm nosy. Greg, you have a great Sunday, my sweet. Have a safe one too. The guys behind me, because of this, this horrible storms, just thunderstorms, nothing bad. Well, Ghost, I appreciate you too. And the other day you asked who you should cover next after Jimbo. And I'm telling you the truth, cover Ernie. Because you're going to find just as much shit. You're going to find just as much shit on Ernie as you found on Jimbo. Ghost should work for 2020 or 48 hours or somewhere. He'll get in there and dig it. He'll dig it up. Never doxing, never do anything like that. But he's pretty thorough in his research. That's why I like him a lot. And AB's bar. Hey, Pindar, how are you doing? Oh, you're blocked? Okay, I'll fix that. I'll fix that. I'll fix that when I get off of here. You shouldn't be, but I'll fix it. So let me go back. So Rap is out of the toaster, as they say. That's jail, actually, I think, isn't it? And he is on. Supposedly, he's trying to act like he's in Kentucky. He's not in Kentucky. I don't know where he is, but whatever. As far as Rap goes right now, listen, Rap's trying to live day to day. Fear not. If he goes live, it's because he's trying to get enough money to get in a hotel or drinks by the pool or whatever. Y'all do what you want to on that one. I'm just saying. I'm not being mean. I'm just saying. Rap is doing the least he can do for the most amount of money for right now. I don't think he's in Corbin, Kentucky. If he is. Oh, and let me tell you this, Jimbo. Hey, Judo. So the other day I watched Jimbo. He was standing and he was out and about in his town. This is the night he had his stroke / brain fog. And I have brain fog from the C19, and I've had it since October 2020. And you don't act like that. You don't act like that. I don't know. I know one thing. During your little spell, you kept your eye on the goddamn chat, Jimbo. I know you did that. I know you did. So Jimbo, let me find him. He took it. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going to get it. I'm going to find it. No, it's not in shorts. Community. Let's talk about that easy guy too. Let me talk about him. Anyway, I can't find it. So Jimbo took a picture, did a little video of a guy standing in front of a truck. He was in some kind of band. Jimbo, listen, I understand. And I don't really mean to make fun of your current physical condition. I am sure it is extremely painful, your neck and whatnot and your back. I'm sure it is. And I hope you do really get that fixed if there's any way, so you have some quality of life. Because I can't imagine being in that much pain every day. However, he was talking to this guy and he was hunched over because he can't stand up straight, right? And he looked like a lot of the men at my grandma's assisted living place. I'm sorry. That are like 90. Do not invite people to come to your house and fight. You invited Ernie's brother, who's 28 years old, looks a little crazy himself, to your house to fight you. Why would you do that? If he hit you, you would die. I know that you are, 50 or almost 50? And you're middle-aged now, and all of your glory days physically are behind you? I mean, I hope you know that. You're not whipping nobody's ass. I don't even think you could have whipped Roger Brown's ass. Seeing you the way you were in that video. And Roger Brown weighs 900 pounds, 5'5". All he had to do was push you over. That's what I'm saying, Judo. He doesn't think anyone's going to show up. But that little brother of Ernie's looked like he was crazy. So stop doing that, dude. Stop. I even saw you offer up your sons to fight Ernie. Your sons, your children. I know maybe one or two of them are adults. I don't care. My oldest child's 37. I ain't never offered her to beat nobody's ass. That's stupid. That's fucking juvenile. That's redneck. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's a little white trash. That's a little white trash. Offering up your sons to beat Ernie up. Offering up your children. And you worried about somebody else's kid? Oh, okay. You're offering yours up for fights, but you're worried about everybody else's kid. You can call the CPS. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, Chantal. Hey, sweet Vixen. How you doing, baby? Hey, Val. And me. Oh, sorry. Catch up. I know. I went a little crazy in the beginning. And then I'll say this. Yeah, Amber. I'll say this again to you. I'm going to say this again to you because you probably will never watch it, but somebody will let you know and talk about it. Girls, daughters get their self-worth from their father. Okay? Your girls, while they are beautiful, have a little bit of baby fat on them. You calling another woman fat as if they are less than because that's your favorite go-to. As educated as you claim to be, your first go-to out of a dictionary that is endless, you choose fat every time. So if your daughters are hearing you call other women fat and they have baby fat on them, what is that doing to their self-worth? When you are calling women fat in order to make them lesser than, what is that telling your daughters? Because I know they fucking hear your ass. That's something you need to think about. And invest in a dictionary. The dictionary is full of so many words. You need to look at one. It's full of different words. So that the first thing you don't have to go to is fact. But that's just me. Maybe somebody can send him one. You found a wedding ring. I want to give it to you. Only if it has a diamond on it. I'm just kidding. I'm trying to think of anything. I don't know where Ernie Shell is right now. Somebody put out his like Ernie TV bullshit. I'm sure wherever he is, he's dying to get out here. You know, I'm sure he's dying to get out here. Well, Gypsy, it's just, I just think about those girls and the way I've heard him be so vulgar. And so if a woman is overweight, she's less than, because your wife is overweight too, Jimbo. I don't know if you've looked at her lately, but she's a little chunk too. So is that what you do when y'all fight? Do you call her fat? Because she's less than? Because she's got some weight on her? I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't know what happens in your fucking house. I don't know what happens in your house. But I'm going to tell you, you are in charge of your daughter's self-worth, their father. Stop it. And think of a new word to use. Just what does anybody got to say? Does anyone want to come up? I don't know. I will put the invite out. Y'all want to come up here? So the reason I can remember when I was doing these House Husbands of Kentucky, I was watching all of them, and that was in the heyday, right? And that was in the heyday of it all, and it was funny. It was funny. And then the more you learned about Ernie, Ernie was like 12, I ain't gonna say 12, a couple steps ahead of the law, not because he's a great skip tracing or whatever. He's just lucky, basically. And he would come up with all the shit he had done in his life. And I'm like, dude, you ain't done shit. You have a failure to thrive. I love the House Husbands too. And Rappy's out there. I'm glad Rapp's feeling better. I'm glad he is. I hope he is seeing the light. I don't know, because I thought those two had broken up before and they hadn't. Watch what you get into. I'm gonna tell you. I'm glad he's feeling better. I wish that he would put in all of his focus on his children and how he's going to pay for them, instead of worried about Ernie and Jimbo. Again, you have children. Rap. Go to them. That is where you need to be. Not showing up on, no, it's done. It's over. Nobody, I don't know. Oh, his laugh slides, no wedding ring. Really? Ha. Well. Uncle Grandpa, they're going to take themselves down. It's bound to happen. I hate to say it, but Jimbo's whole channel is Ernie. And when his channel is not Ernie, he gets no views hardly. But he'll make up Gypsy Soul. He's gone after her. He's gone after Sarah. He's gone after he's gone after these moderators that stuck with him. And basically, I don't care what you say. A moderator helps build your channel. You might not think so, but every moderator you have helps build your channel. They really do. They're like the go-between. You know what I'm saying? And they keep it, and it's. Do you go after them and you show your other moderators what you're willing to do to a few trusted ones? They're going to back off your shit. They're not going to be blocking people quite as much. They're not going to be putting in as much work. Like sharing your shit out and stuff like that. You'll see them back out. You'll see them. Oh, I have to put my little thing on. It really does sound like a cupcake. It people, and I used to. It's a lot of trust that you put in a moderator, a lot of trust, and they do a lot more work than they realize they do. So if you find some good ones, you better keep them. And if you think, I don't think we can trust them, get the fuck out of here. Oh, and another thing, you keep on with, well, how many views do they got? Well, I'm a great big channel, that little bitty channel. Jimbo, really? Don't believe your own hype. I've said this to so many people whose fucking channels have just crashed. Don't start believing your own hype. Don't believe you're too big of a channel for anything to be done. Or you're too... No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't you dare do that. And try to say that a channel that's not as big as yours is, again, less than yours. Oh, baby, Ghost is coming. All right? All these people are coming. They're coming. I've been here a long fucking time, longer than you. You got more subs because you love the fucking drama. And you love the dirt. You're one of those pigs that likes to roll around in dirt. So is Ernie Shell. Y'all love rolling around in Kentucky mud. That's the thing when you pick a fight with another person, only another pig is going to want to get in the shit with you. Only another pig. So that's all. So don't just do not. No. That a channel that's less than yours is not more important. He'll show you. Ghost is going to show you. And he doesn't have to do every night the same fucking shit. Every night to say, oh, Ernie did this. Let's go back to the damn trial. Like that fucking dude, that speakeasy dude. Here we go with hate bonding. I don't know how that little fucker got a hold of the Ernie story. But when he started, because y'all remember he was a real dickhead before, right? Wasn't he a real dickhead around here before? No, we hate him. And look, he's stupid. Now all of a sudden he's doing Ernie shit, and he's got, what did he get out of that? Subscribers, views. To an idiot. Okay. That's fine. He'll lose them. Be very careful. Oh, the trial stuff's disgusting. I think I've maybe out of the 17 times it's been shown, I think maybe I can piece together 80% of it that, hey, there's any Pats. How you doing, baby? I think I can, they're trying to, Jimbo and them trying to say that Ernie killed that guy. Ernie's trying to say Jimbo and him had something to do with it. What? It's the same shit that has been redone. I am telling you all. If you don't listen to anything that I've said today, I'm telling you all right now. please work on other content that you can fall back on. I don't mean you have to work up. I mean, just get ideas, write them down. If it's exposing people, it's exposing people. As long as you do it honestly, without any threats or whatever, they're not. You'll do huge. You'll do huge. It's a lot of work to get it all right. But work on something, because this little Ernie, two little little content train is gonna hit a fucking wall. It's gonna hit a fucking wall real quick. Like, he is running out of time. So everybody knows Ernie's full of shit. That's the thing. Everybody knows Ernie's full of shit, and Ernie doesn't think anybody else knows it. There's a lot of information he has on Jimbo, but there's a lot of information that Jimbo has on him. They could sink each other if they wanted to. I can't believe they haven't. So, house husbands, do better. Do better. Rap. And I'm not going to include Ghost in the Real House Husbands of Kentucky, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Ghost, and he could be he could be in the supporting cast, because he's got a job. He takes care of his kids and his wife, and he can't be a house husband, but he could be in a supporting role. So I know Ghost you don't want to be part of the cast. You're too much of a man to be part of the cast. Too much of a man. I'm sorry. Your balls are too big to be a house husband of Kentucky. You just can't. I'm sorry. And yes, I'm a trophy wife as well, Peachy. I've told everyone I put it on my doctors. When you fill out paperwork, occupation, trophy wife. And I too, Peachy, I'm a housewife. I get to stay at home now. Everybody says, "Oh, you don't do nothing all day." Bitch, what? I've got fucking my mother that lives here, my two children, my two youngest children, but my son's 20 and works, but I mean, still, all I have to do is laundry. Then I've got my daughter who's a senior in high school, and my husband. I'm tired. But yes, I am. So no, Ghost, you will never, ever, ever be a house husband of Kentucky, but you are supporting cast. And then I had my Housewives of YouTube. I started that channel. Now I was gonna do like parodies of people, like parodies of different characters for the Housewives of YouTube. And so I've let that channel sit for a second, because I thought, but wait a minute. Do I want to use real people in the Housewives of YouTube? So I'm pondering that at the moment. I'm pondering that. I don't know. Says some just, "Oh, Donna. Yeah. Yeah. I just hope that if he ever attacks any of y'all, calls you fat, or calls you whatever, call me fat all you want to. I even have to have a lap band surgery and Monjero to lose weight. Like you, Jimbo. Don't you have a sleeve? And then also take Monjero to lose weight? You have 2 weight losses going on? Don't talk to nobody about being fat, bitch. Because if you hadn't all that done, you'd still be fat, bitch. Yeah? Okay? Yeah? You want to hear it? Okay? Yeah? 2 different fucking weight losses. Weight loss methods, let's put it that way. So maybe that's why. I don't know. You have to figure out why you call it. I don't know. You're basic. That's why you call people fat. You're fucking basic. You're a basic man. Nothing I can do about that. That's why Ghost can't be a house husband. He's not basic. That's why Ernie is a house husband. He's basic. Rap, sorry, you're basic. So You know, and Jim, you remember Jamie? Jamie was part of the House Husbands, but then he took a powder, and I don't even know where the fuck he is. I hope he's well. You know. Anyway, all right. I've kept y'all for an hour and 4 minutes. I didn't really get into much of what the House Husbands are doing, though, did I? Because they're not doing anything. When they start doing something, we'll have shows. God bless America. I am tired of being the producer of one of the most famous shows on YouTube. Took a little hiatus because y'all were acting a fucking fool, and come back and you people are not producing shit. Whatever. I'm the chunkiest squirrel. I take Monjero. I gotta lose weight. I've said this a million times. I don't give a shit. I'm 55 years old. Between sight meds and menopause, yeah, this bitch needs to fucking take a Monjero shot. Y'all know I fought like hell for it. I'm not putting you down for taking it. Oh, no. I'm not putting anybody down for taking the Monjero shot. Let me get ready. And I'm not going to take anybody. I'm not saying anything bad about having, bariatric surgeries. I'm saying you doing both. You just had one done a couple years ago and you've been taking Monjero. Bitch, that's on you. Not basic. Just a house husband here in Kentucky. Oh, Jeff, I love you. I have not been. Jeff, I've got to, you know what? It's on Paramount Plus. I've got to watch them. Hey, Hope, my sweet. I haven't watched any of them. I'll tell you another thing that I haven't watched. I was a huge Walking Dead fan. Negan, I love you. I'm on the hormone meds, and listen, Carrie, menopause is a bitch. That's all I'm saying. I was a huge Walking Dead fan. So when all these spinoffs were coming out, I'm like, yay! And so I watched the very first, what is it? What's it called? Shit. It's the one with Negan and Maggie. I watched the first one, right? And I'm like, I didn't enjoy it, but I understand you got to take the first couple episodes to build the story. You better. I know, actually, I got no spoilers. So I understand the first two episodes, whatever, are going to be building the story. So the first episode, I was like, All right, so the next week came. Is that when I missed Susan? Yeah, Susan, Georgia Peach called. I missed the call. I saw the text message that said, "Is it any good?" It was so good that I've forgotten every Sunday that it comes on. I've missed about 4 episodes of it. What am I doing in these? Anybody want to tell me what I'm up to when all this shit's going on that I forget it's on? What the fuck am I doing around this house? I don't know. I'm not knitting. Maybe I'm reading. So, yeah, is it good enough to watch? Well, I mean, I didn't find it. I'm going to watch it, though. And then I've got to catch up on the house. I mean, because I get so much joy out of Drag Race. I really do. Plus, I get makeup tips. Candy Muse and Jim. Is it another All-Stars already? All right, I got to watch it then. All right, I'll watch if it's on Friday, the end of it, I'll catch up by Friday. Candy Muse, girl. I get makeup tips from drag queens. No shit. That's how I found. Hold on, I'll show you. This concealer. Hold on. I know you men just talk amongst yourselves. This concealer right here. Oh, sorry. Dermo Call. If I wanted to, I could put this on and take my whole fucking nose off my face. It would cover up my whole nose. If I wanted to. It might even cover up a whole eye. It will definitely cover up a tattoo. And this is like people are like, oh, your skin, it's so great. No, bitch. No, it's not. It's this. This is the base I put under it. And then I put that on it. And I got that. I got that tip from RuPaul's Drag Race. It doesn't cost very much at all, Cyanide. I'm telling you. It doesn't. No, not at all. Not a lot at all. I've had this tube for years. And this is, I mean, look how much it's still full. So, but there's my story. And then I did learn, which I already knew, that like Katya is a very famous drag queen. If you get Dawn dishwashing detergent and you put it on that makeup, that their makeup is grease based, it will take it all out. It will Dawn dishwashing detergent will take your makeup straight off you and never see it again. Pretty funny though. He was trying to hit another friend into a car. What are you talking about? Steve, what you talking about? Wait on. All right. I've kept you for 1 hour and 10 minutes. So I'm going to go upstairs. I can smell something being cooked. I'm scared to go up there. It's the husband. I'm scared. Smells like tacos though. So it might be Taco Sunday. So I love you all. That was a very short edition of the Real House Husbands of Kentucky, just because they haven't, really been producing much. Also, please don't forget, if you are in any way, shape, or form interested in the Natalie Wood mystery, please join me. And I think Lavender Sunny is going to be here. And I hope a lot of people are going to be on the panel because, like I said, you don't have to be an expert to be on the panel. It's going to be very interesting, and I've put a lot of work into it. And I think our next mystery club, I think people voted on JonBenet Ramsey. So I'm going to put that, I'll put a poll up that will have JonBenet just to make sure people want to go there. This week has been kind of crazy with children and whatnot. Obviously, I'm not going to be showing any autopsy photos, but Christopher, I love y'all, guys. I love y'all, really do. And like I said, support each other, support me. But hopefully, I'll see you on Saturday night, and we'll talk about this, and we'll set up the next mystery, the next Saturday Night Murder mystery. That'd be fun. In like a cool way. Y'all heard that was Harry Styles, but like in a cool way. All right, I will see y'all. Be safe, be good, have a great week, and I love you. All right, bye guys.